Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So carrying on from yesterday, where I made these little calendars. I showed you how to sort of like stick them together. I'll pop the link down below as well. So they're all ready. So they're all stuck together, ready to go on our calendars. I've got 4 there. Now I'm going to show you how these go. So these are the bases. So these come like this. So you'll get the long ones. And I don't know where my other ones are. That's those ones. And then you get these ones. Oh, I cut them out. That's why they're not there. Here we are. They are here. I cut them all out, ready to be made like that. So that's these. So I've done some of them. So all I've done, I have popped some cereal packaging in the middle of this. I'll make one in a minute to show you. So I've got 2 of those ready. And I have 3 of these that I've cut out. I probably won't do all of them, but they are so simple to make. Now what I'm going to do first, I'm going to just show you how I did those, which is this one. So I'm going to cut that out. I haven't cut it all the way around, and I've just got a little bit of cereal box there, because I'm going to stick all the pieces together and then cut it out. So on the back I've got a selection of pieces here. This one has got my cork on the back, and then this one is just double-sided, and I've got this one, which I think this one will probably work best, won't it? So super simple. I'm going to do it with glue stick. I use the MP one, which I get from my local cheap shop. Now I know lots of you don't like glue sticks, but this one is fab. It is one that I've used for a very long time now, and I have had no problems at all. Just make sure you actually put enough glue on there. So make sure your whole surface is very shiny, like that. Can you see? So it's all nice and shiny. We're going to stick this on top like that. I will get my little bone folder and just squidge that down and pop that on. Then I'm going to turn this over, and then I'm going to glue this side, and we're going to just stick it to the piece of paper. So really simple. So it's a nice way of using up your packaging, because you don't see it it's sandwiched in between. I did last year, or I'll show you the one that I keep on my desk actually. Let's just pop that there like that. And then, where is it? Just squash this down. Like that. Make sure it's all stuck together. Get my scissors. And then I'm just going to quickly just chop that out like that. Now you can pop this under something flat if you want to make sure it's all stuck down, but I'm just going to quickly chop it out because it's quite a nice one, this one. The other 2 I did are the ones which are long ways. This one goes this way and these ones go this way, or you can have them whichever way you want, but I just think these make such lovely gifts, and last year I made quite a few and they went down so well. It's just that extra little bit to pop into a little parcel, or you know, if you're going for dinner, Christmas dinner, New Year's dinner, or even Thanksgiving. In America you can take a little calendar with you. I just think it's nice little gift. Now where's my I don't know where that is. Here it is, my little corner punch. I'm going to just do that on here. No, we only want the little one, don't we? There we go. So it's all nice and neat. Okay, perfect. And then of course we've got to go around it with a little bit. Now I have to wear sleeves now because it's a little bit colder here, and it really annoys me actually because I'm not used to wearing sleeves. So I find it quite difficult. But we are in November and it's getting a little chillier here. But we can still have beautiful sunshine here, and I can still dry the washing outside, which is fabulous. So we have beautiful sunny days. So it normally rains at night here, and then we have lovely daytime, so it's fab. So that's it. That's super simple. So we've got a lovely little base there. Now I wanted to show you this one, which is the one that I keep in my craft room here. This is one I did last year, which is lovely, and if you can see, I popped little diamantes on there, just on the little flowers, and I've backed it with a little bit of other paper there, but I just think it's lovely. I've got my little thing that I made. What's this called? Needle felting. So I was doing needle felting last year as well, which I haven't done a video on actually, which I might do a video. It's such fun to do. So I have that hanging, my little hanging heart on there, but lovely. Now these bases from 2023 ones, we are going to put back in the shop without the actual calendar bit, so you will only get the bases. So if you wanted those from last year as well, to give you a bigger selection, they will be in the shop as well. Whether they'll be in there now, I'm not sure, but you won't get the actual calendars, you'll only get the bases. So if you wanted the calendars, you'd have to have the 2024 kit, unless we put some calendars in there. Not sure yet, we shall see. Okay, so that's that. So super simple. Shall we make this one up before we do the little stand-up one? What shall we put on here? Now I've got some little bits and pieces. Now I was going to put some of this on this one, but shall we make this one up? Shall we have, I've got some lace. What do you reckon? Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Shall we have a little bit of lace? I've got my glue gun. Let's just make this one up, shall we? Let's pop a little bit of, oh, there we go. Oops, probably a bit too much then. Pop a little bit. I'm just using the glue gun just because it's a little bit quicker. This is beautiful lace. This is a lace that I got when I went to this lovely little village here in Portugal, and they had this lovely little haberdashery shop, and they had some beautiful lace. So I'm going to pop this on here. Let's just chop that off. Look at that, let's tidy this little bit up. Oh, that works so well, doesn't it? Let's pop that over there. Beautiful. Now shall I put some little eyelets in there? Let's have a look. What colour one should we go for? See, the nice thing, it goes with both, doesn't it? I think I'm going to just pop the white one on there because I want this one to go on here like that. And I also want this one. I need to make some more up. But these two go together really well. So you could give somebody a gift of a hanging one and a tabletop one, couldn't you? Which I think is nice. So I might make those in a minute. Let's see. Pop these over, but I like this one. Do we want something else on here? I think a little bit of this going across the top. That's nice. Oh, I might put it along the bottom as well. Now I've got the little bow, or a little rose, or I've got a little bow. I think this goes better, doesn't it? Let's take that off. A little bit more glue gun just along here. Pop this on. So you don't have to actually add anything. They are just so pretty that you could just make them up and pop the calendar on there. Not necessarily need to embellish them, but I think do look pretty with a little bit of lace on there. Look at that. Should I pop a little bit across the top? Just pop a little bit just across there. Oops. So these ones are pretty ones, aren't they? So that's why we've popped the other ones back in the shop, because they got a few men's ones in there. These ones are just nice, pretty ladies ones. Pretty feminine ones, aren't they? So shall I pop that on there? That looks nice, doesn't it? A little bit of a glue gun. Let's just stick that on there. Like that. Now before I pop the calendar on, I'm going to just, look at that mess. Pop. What should we do? Should we just have, I suppose you could use this, couldn't we? Have I got anything else I could use? Oh, I could use this or this one. I think actually I might use a little bit of this to hang from the top instead of having the chain, which I did last year. I think I will use that. Now let's just make a couple of little holes in there. Again, you don't have to, you can stick something on the back, or you can pop a magnet on the back and that can just stick on your fridge, which would be nice as well. So let's just make a couple of little holes in here. Should I do it from there? No, I think I'll do it from here. One there. And one there. Got some little eyelets. I've got some little pink ones as well. Let's pop that out of the way. What sort of pink? I think this pink is quite nice, isn't it? There we go. Pop those in there. Oh, that looks nice. Let me just turn this. There we go. And this way. Just push that down. Perfect. Look at that. Lovely. Then we want a little bit of this. What should we do? Shall we pop it through? I think we could probably pop it like this. If I can get that through. Through there. Through there. And then maybe just hang it like that. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Oh gosh, let's pop all these little bits out of the way. I like to have this quite long. Let's just tie that like that. Oops. This is just some organza ribbon. This was white and I tea stained it. Let's cut that off. There we go. Lovely. So that just hangs up like that. Love it. So now all we need to do is just stick that on, and I will stick it on, I think, with just a little bit of Fabri-Tac. Oh, if I can get the lid off. Now you can use your, oh, is this going to come out? Oh, I don't think that's going to come out, and I can't be bothered to be fiddling with that at the moment, so I'm going to use some tacky glue in here. Now I'm going to just pop it at the top like that, and because it's paper to paper we can just pop that on. Make sure we are nice and level and in the middle. Oops, was that level? There we go. So ready for January 2024, and that's not far off, which is a bit scary, isn't it? So there we go, guys. Look at that. That's fabulous. What can we put on here? I need something on here, don't I? What have we got in here? A little bow? I think it needs a little bow at the bottom. It's a little bit of... This is where I just keep my little bits of offcuts of seam binding, which actually I haven't used seam binding for ages. So let's just make a little bow there. Like that, just to make it look a little bit prettier. So again, it's your imagination and how you decorate them, but you don't have to decorate because I think they look just pretty as they are. And it's a quick, nice little quick gift as well that you can make. If you make the calendars up, you can have them all ready. There we go, that looks better, doesn't it? That just finishes it off nicely. A little bit of glue. Stick that on there, and you've got those beautiful roses as well on there. Look at that, fabulous. Now again, if you wanted a little bit of stickles, you could add a little bit of stickles, but that's beautiful, love it. So let's just pop that to the side. Got my little pin there. Let's pop the lid on here so we don't dry up. Okay, so this one, these are really easy. So you get them like that, and then you have the little score lines. So they just come like this on here, and it tells you where to fold. So it's so simple. Just cut that out, and then we just fold it up. I've just scored these lines, and I have added a little bit of ink to those as well. So you just fold it in half, and these two pieces here just fold in together. Now I would put this one underneath so you don't get this line at the front. We want to sort of like hide that. Now you can have them as big as or as small as you like, or wide. So if you wanted to have it a little bit wider, just stick them further apart. I'm going to just stick them together like that. That's the front, because I have my little logo on the back there. So shall we stick this down? Oh, actually I think I might do the front first. I was going to put one of these on, wasn't I? Because that goes really lovely. Now I did print on the inside as well, on the back of them. And I've got the leftover pieces somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. Because they've got, what did I do with those? The printing on the back, so I can reuse those as well. So that looks nice. Do we want anything on this one? So I think you could probably get away with absolutely nothing on here. Look at that, got a little bow. That's quite pretty. I'm not sure, I don't really think we need anything. I think I might just leave this. I've got all sorts of little bits and pieces. So we've got a beige bow. Oh, actually that looks nice. You could probably get away with this for, you know, without anything, but I think I might just pop that little bow on there. Let's have a look. I've actually got little bits on here as well. Don't think we need it though, do we? I don't know, that looks quite nice. I might do that. I think I will. I'm going to just add a little bit. I like these. Just a little bit on there. Pop that on. Pop this little bow. There, like that. Fabulous. Oops. Oh gosh, I just stuck it to the table. That wasn't very clever, was it? Let's get rid of that. There we go. So that just peeps over the top like that, which looks nice, doesn't it? So I'm going to stick the calendar on as well. Oh, I like that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Let's pop a little bit of glue on. So you could do a nice bit of mass making here, couldn't you? You could have them already done and then just decorate them. Just going to pop that just there. Stick that down. And then what I need to do, open that up, and I'm going to, which way are we gluing? We're gluing this way. So I need to glue this bit here. Glue that down. God, messy. pop these together like that. Perfect. Hold that down. Hold that down. Make sure everything's dry. Okay, glue on there now. But there we go, guys. I don't know whether you can see that, but that's how it goes. Can you see? Then it just sits on the desk like that. Now, when these are dry, these go flat, so you can make a little. Probably should have done this first, really. Fold that together. Squash that down. Let's pop those down. There we go. So that will fit into an envelope, and then that just opens up and it just sits on your desk like that. So you've got this little V in there. So look at that. I just think that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Love it. So I'm going to stand that up there like that, and then I'm going to get this one and we can decorate this one. Look at these bits everywhere. Now I've got these. Do you think I could pop those on the edges? I don't think we need the big bow on there though, do we? Oh, I do have a little bow. Got these little bows that would look quite nice, wouldn't they? Oh, maybe I'll put these little ones on there. Fab, that's what I will do. And that goes in the middle. Oh, how lovely. Oh, how lovely. So, shall we put this? Shall we have a little hanging up with this one? That looks nice, doesn't it? How shall we do that though? What shall we do? This is quite thick. This is some seam binding as well, but I'm not quite sure which seam binding this is because it's a little bit different to these. Seems a bit thicker, doesn't it? I think when I ordered my seam binding you get different qualities. This is a lovely one. This one is a bit more grungy as well. This seems a lot bigger, doesn't it? Do you like it? Okay, let's get rid of these. I'm going to stick that one on last, and we've got the backing on there. I'm going to eyeball this. Okay, so where shall we have them? Should we have them sort of here and here? That's about right, isn't it? So if I just do it in the middle of those little flowers there, make a hole, knock everything over. Just make a hole in there. On there. And again, you can make them as pretty as you like. I did have my other ones here. I've got my brown one. So what should we have? What colour was our little bow? Oops. Ping it everywhere. We don't really want that one. Should we have a shiny one? Or should we just go for the brown? I think the brown is probably best, isn't it? Just pop in the brown ones. Like that. Now again, you don't have to use eyelets. You can sew them on. You can sew around them, which I think I did last year, didn't I? Yes, that one was sewn around. So that can just go in like that. Squash that down. Now there's two ways I use these. I use the bigger one, I use the opposite. So it's that one's for the bigger eyelets, and then I just turn it round to the opposite, and that's my smaller eyelets, like that. So it's a smaller one. I don't know what the in-betweeny ones are for. This one's, I'm not quite sure. I don't use those. I just use the big fat one, which I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure at all. I think it is 3/16 of an inch, and then 1/8 of an inch on this one. That's the two that I use. Okay, shall we tie this? What shall we do? What shall we do with this one? Shall we pop this through? I think I might just tie a little knot either side, like that. Pop that on. How big? Let's just make sure I have enough to tie a little bow, not a bow, a little knot through there. So we go through the front. This is just tea stained. I think this is not tea stained, coffee stained, because I coffee stain. I don't use tea. I normally use a coffee. There we go. The seam binding I'm talking about. There we are. Look at that, lovely. So that will just hang up. Again, pop a magnet if you want to. I've got some sort of like magnet strip, which is self-adhesive, which you can pop on there. But I'm quite liking them like this, I think. Shall we pop you on there? A little bit of this, just at the top. Again, you can do the whole back, but if you just do the top of that, if you wanted to change them to the next year, you can just take this off, can't you? If it's just stuck at the top, probably be easier to get off, and then you can just put a different calendar on there. Lovely. Let's pop these little ones on so they sort of match with the other one. A little bit. I should pop a little bit of glue on here without sticking it to the table. A little bit. What should we do? Just there. Pop it round there. Just, I like them sort of half hanging off. A little bit of glue on the bow. Oops. Oops, which way was I going to do the bow? Which way do we go? This way. That's better, isn't it? Now these little bows, I pick these little things up from when I go out shopping. If I go to the local shop, which has got everything in it, and I see little bows like this and stuff, I generally just like pick them up here and there. Look at that. I love that. So these two sort of go together, don't they? Well, they're nice because it's just got the same style bow, but I think that is a gift because when you made them again, they just close up. So they are really, really good. So how are we doing for time? Okay, not too bad. Okay, so loving them, absolutely loving them. So this one was one that I did last year, like I showed you, and that's got the chain on it, which is fab, isn't it? So again, if you've got chain, you can use chain, or if you've just got a little bit of ribbon, you can use ribbon, and again, embellish them however you like. But they are so simple to do. Just a little bit of cereal packaging and back them, so it makes it nice and hard. Or you could just cut them out and pop it into one of your journals. And you don't have to back them. You can just pop that into your journal, make it as a tag, and then you've got your little calendar on there. So there's lots of different ways that you can do them. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, these are in the shop now, in the Ko-fi shop and in my Etsy shop. And also you will be able to purchase the backings from last year. So you won't get the calendars, it will just be the backings that I had in there for last year, because you were asking about those as well. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.